Nisha po.
I'm William, Senior Facilitator for program.
So we're just going to ask you a few questions about your institutional profile and counseling as your profession for our disciplines and ideals of social sciences interview. Okay, so can you please discuss the institution or agency where you work as a counselor?
Okay, so this is Silvercrest Foundation.
Yes.
We've been helping people since 1997, 23 years already. We basically help people with problems with addiction in gambling, substance, behavioral, and alcohol. We help people recover from their problems.
Okay, sir. So, can you explain the context as to cases and problems that your institution handles, like gambling and those things? Like, do you handle cases like drugs?
Yes.
Can you discuss it about this?
Would you want to answer that?
Yes. In substance abuse, we treat it as if it is a form of attitude problem. Kasi all of the behaviors that drug addict exhibits, kasi that's not actually pointing towards the addiction itself. Ang addiction is panakiputas yan. So that means if you're addicted to gaming, that's a form of you going to gaming to escape your problems. For example, if you are currently experiencing depression, you do not leave your house, don't interact with people, instead you choose to fill your hours with games. It's the same with gambling. Instead of interacting with your friends, your family, you choose to pursue gambling instead. Same with alcoholism. When you start drinking, you just choose to drink instead of doing your normal things. So all of the addictions are the same. All of them. Anything that prohibits you from functioning properly can be addiction. It could be porn, social media, all of those things could lead to that. Ngayon, we also handle behavioral problems such as OCD, ADHD, mental disabilities such as schizophrenia, all of those things, we handle all of those too.
So basically, this institution is not only exclusive for those people who are who needs to rehabilitate themselves in terms of drugs and different addictions. This is also for psychological and mental problems.
Yes.
Just to add now, just to add now, what we address here is the attitude and behavior. It's all about the mindset. You know, someone would come here, I have a problem with gambling. We don't look at the gambling side. What we look at is the attitude and behavior. That's what we look at. It's all about the attitude and behavior. It's all about the mindset. To us, the addiction is secondary. It's all about the attitude and behavior. What we address here is the irresponsibility, the laziness, the disrespectfulness, the arrogance, the disobedience.
Okay, so from there, what are the programs and intervention approaches that your agency implements?
When we talk about the programs and intervention, we're a very holistic program, meaning that we tackle everything from spiritual. We have Victory who comes here once a week. They come here to, because without God, how will our recovery be successful? So we also have people like Celebrate Recovery who help. These are people who are also recovering, and they come here to give seminars once a week also. A lot of people from outside also come here to help to share their testimonies also. But of course, inside the facility, it's us who handles. We're all recovering it. So we're the ones who help them. The people that could help a person who is recovering is someone who also is recovering.
In regards to that context, what problems does your institution face, and what are the achievements of your agency as of the moment?
Well, when you say what problems do we face here also?
Yeah.
Well, of course, let's just say, of course, with terms of the residents, we always, with the residents, we take them to help them, okay? But with, we have no problem with residents, but with, of course, the expenses, that also, because it's not cheap, it's not cheap to feed them also. You know, they eat 4 times a day. You know, they sleep in, they actually sleep in good quarters. You know, they have they all sleep in aircon. When you're not inside, you notice our residents there. A lot of them are wearing jackets since the aircon's on the whole time. Yeah, also. Mostly finances also.
And then you also have to consider na we're dealing with the parents. We have to make sure that they stay on the process. Kasi again, we work hand in hand with them. That means it's not a one-way street. Hindi po kinilagay ka dito, yun na yun. We deal with rebuilding relationships with them. So it takes time to heal those kind of things. It's not easy to mend broken relationships then. Kasi yung addiction naman kasi is a part of that. The root cause is usually something deeper, and we really dig deep to see what the problem is.
Parang I'll give you an example now, what William was saying is with regards to the parents, we call them your co-debts. No? You know, we have a length program, certain time span program. Sometimes they get temptation. You want to see your son, But you know, kami, sa program, we are very firm. We have to follow the process. You cannot first see your son. But we could let them see them in the CCTV so that they have peace of mind and we give feedback. That's why we need 24 hours. A lot of people come here late and they ask about feedback. We're always giving feedback. So some of them would say we want to see them, and we would get into discussions with them. We cannot. And at the end of the day, they would understand why. It's because first, before we show the patient or the resident to them, dapat we have a third minute, dapat at least that's where we're addressing the attitudes. We cannot show someone that is not yet in the right state, who's not maayos. So it takes time talaga.
If I may ask, how long does it take for them to heal?
Okay. Recovery is a lifelong process. Meaning that when you say heal, but if they were inside here in the program, our program here is give or take 18 months. 18 months, that's close about a year and a half.
Yeah.
But it really depends on the evaluation on how the resident will react to the program. If it's resistant, it will take longer. But if he's sincere,
It might be shorter.
Yeah, it might be shorter. There's a certain process to that.
And the process is slowly ibibigay yung buhay mo ulit. So when you start here, it's like raising a kid.
Yeah.
It's like raising a kid. So when you go inside the facility, ang unang ituturo sa'yo, humility, sumunod ka, naturally you will resist. Kasi you will feel like, bakit ako susunod sa inyo? So it's like raising a kid. So kung yung bata, masunurin, mag-level up siya. Get promoted, becomes an assistant, you'll be trusted with more responsibilities, you'll be trusted to take care of other people, you start giving back, and eventually you'll start handling more people and be more responsible. After that, you become eligible for promotion again. It's like life outside. It's a simulation of life outside. Until ultimately, syempre, maghaharap kayo ng family mo. Pagharap na kayo, you have your dialogue, mag-uusap kayo, you'll fix things, you'll talk about things, and eventually you will start to move forward. Meaning, you'll start to go out slowly. Pero kami, hindi ka lang basta-basta pakakawalan nang wala kang ginagawa. Of course, when you go out, you have to either be doing something productive, like you should be working, studying, helping your family. Make sure that you are productive, maayos na kayo ng family mo, or getting there at least, and that you're not gonna be going back to your old habits. That's why we have aftercare. We highly encourage people who are already going out, come back, report, give testimonies to inspire the other people who are still undergoing the process, things like that.
And just to add, we have residents here from 15 years ago that we are still monitoring
Until now.
It's because you remember, as I mentioned kanina, recovery is a lifelong process. It's just not like after the program, you're okay. You remember outside, there's so much interventions. Ang daming intervention, people, places, also
Triggers.
Yeah, triggers. First, when they go out, they just don't slip with substance. What happens first? It's called the emotional relapse. Sumasagot na, nagsisinunod, nagdalay, nagiging arrogant. So that's why we have to monitor this. Because outside, when they're outside, we'll always be talking to the parents, kumusta na si ganyan. ay sumasagot na, ganyan. So what happens is, pag gano'n, pag may nakita na kami gano'n, what we do, we ask them to come back, and then we talk to them, we address the attitude, we address the behavior, and then they go out again. But if it still continues, what happens is what we call is we recall them, and then we polish them inside. We polish them again. We polish them and then go to the programs, because you know sometimes what happens is when they're outside, they get the program and they tend to forget. That's why the key here is always the codec in the facility. The foundation is always talking. That's the key. Yeah, that's the key to a recovery career.
So basically, rehabilitation is about the simulation of the environment outside.
Yes,
But in a way that the person will be healed.
Yes. When we talk about healed, no? Because inside they will tackle their issues.
Yeah.
Madaming, there's so much issues, you know. Let's just say, isang residente pumasok, may issues sa family, may issues sa father, may issues sa mga kapatid, you know. So we have a process that they heal inside. In time, what happens is they get to heal, you know. And we process it, they have a dialogue so that we can resolve the things and all that.
Do you guys still undergo trainings or seminars to enhance your work?
Oh yes, you know, actually we have people who come here to help us also.
We have Jigs.
Yeah.
We have an addiction specialist, Jigs Reyes. He comes over to preside our monthly support group meetings. He teaches us new techniques, how to handle things, and of course, handle every new procedures. He's been going here for 20 plus years already, so medyo talagang siya yung one of our supporters.
And of course we have our program director and Parañaque. Our program director, you know, he's been handling people with problems for the past 20 years. Parañaque, 26 years, who helping.
Tsaka si ate, she's been taking continuous education abroad to get new techniques, to share with us how to handle things. As you can see, she has lots of certificates whenever she goes out of country to study, and then when she gets back here, she shares it with us. You know.
In regards with coping up the problems, can you share to us the most challenging experience you have tackled in this line of work? Like, what are the tough moments you have?
Okay, well of course, like in my case now, of course, making someone understand that they have to change. You know, telling someone that you're in here to change. Sometimes very resistant sa program. You know, the therapy here is you're always talking to them day and night. You're telling them, do this. In the TC now, therapeutic community, which we are in now, what we do is we make them understand what they have to do. And it's a process, you know, people tell them, do this. You're always doing that, you know.
But you can't force them. So I'll give myself as an example. Yes, we taking advice on how to handle things with my book instead of following what he would advise me to do. Siyempre sa tingin ko, I know better. Kasi I grew up with it, right? So what happens is, since kilala rin ako ng dad ko, it doesn't work out. It ends up na their way, or someone else has to be the one to help you to get over your problem. It can't be you, right? Kasi hindi mo naman makikita yung sarili mo, right? Yeah, so ako, hindi ko nakikita yung sarili ko. When I approach my dad, he reacts to me, I react to him, nothing happens. No progress, we just fight instead. That's what happens. If I follow their advice instead, be humble, do this, do that, you know, write a letter, reach out to them, don't hold on to your anger, it would have been better. So, the key is, let someone else drive for you. Hindi mo na nga kinaya sa labas eh. So, someone else has to be there to help you. Your way didn't work out. Look where it got you. That's what I tell myself. So, anything else?
Yes. Do you still keep in touch with your previous clients who are out of this program?
Yes. Actually, kanina lang, we had two people who are already integrated into society, who are actually working. They came back here. Kanina lang, they do anyway. Why? They miss the place. They're looking back kung saan sila nanggaling. This is how I was before. This is a reminder for me. that I need to become responsible and sober, keep my sobriety. I was just telling them about Adrian and Luigi.
Yeah.
They came back here to tell us that they're doing okay. They don't have to, honestly. There are some other people who actually support us, go out of their way, buy things for the facility to help the residents there, to make sure that everyone is, well provided for. He doesn't have to, but he still does anyway.
It's like giving what?
Giving back.
thanks.
Giving thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what other messages do you want to convey, especially for those people, or for the youth, for the future youth, for the future counselors in rehab centers?
Okay, future counselors, my advice would be don't force your opinion on the person you're counseling, just listen. Yeah. And then after that, you ask if they want advice. Some people kasi, when they get counseling, they just want to be heard. And our procedure is that, okay, do you want me to just listen to you? Do you need someone to listen to you? Or do you need advice? Kasi pag nagsalita na yung tao, tapos sasabihin mo, eto gawin mo, magbago ka, that doesn't work. It has to be like, okay, so what do I do? If you know that the person is asking you for help, then that's the time that you give them the way that you can help them. Hindi yung just bara-bara lang bigay na this is what you do, this is what you do. You don't just keep on telling them what to do. It doesn't work that way. The person that needs help asks you for help. Okay? So yun yung for future counselors. Did I answer?
Yes. So one last question, I'm so curious about this. Did you ever get tired of being in this field of work?
Because this is a passion. It's
Mm.
more
It
like
takes a lot of courage to deal with different kinds of people.
Okay, well, this is what I learned. You practice it to acquire it. I wasn't always into this. In fact, I resisted it for a long time. Even when I was already promoted to counselor, there were times that I would see it, I would tell the attendant, I'm so tired, this is what's happening. Tao lang ako eh. Carrying the burdens of other people, it's tiring.
it's
But
heavy.
it's heavy. And then you also have your own problems. You have to remember, tao lang kami. But at the end of the day, can I give up? I can't. So if I give up, what about the people that are na umaasa sa akin? So if I give up on all of them. And you can't do that. So to answer your question, yeah, it gets tiring. Tao lang ako. But I would never dare give up. Because there's so many people, aside from myself, na umaasa. Kasi ako umaasa ako ng defender. And they don't give up. I don't see them giving up, so I can't. So,
Actually sabi ng nila, it's gone a long way actually. Totoo yan, this field, it's really, really tiring. Sabi, imagine you're dealing with 60, 70 different attitudes. All the stress, all they dump to you all their feelings. You're talking to one person already who has a problem, it's already so tiring. Tapos, even afterward, you talk to some other people, there's still problems at the But at the end of the day, it's all about helping. I had a choice to work outside already. I used to work with in Ayala. They're asking me to work with them again. The money is good with that. Can you please work with us again? They keep on calling me. A lot of people are asking me to work with them again. But this is all about helping. If I could help, so sabihin natin I help 10 people. 4 doon, 3 lang umayos. I'm okay. It's all about helping them.
So this ends our interview. Thank you, Sir Kenneth.
Thank you.
So much for the last
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.